7:25 now. Welcome back to VT Vancouver. Thanks for joining us this morning. Time now to check in with Mike Epple, News 1130's business editor. Good morning, Mike. Nice to see you.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. A little out of breath. So, Mike, we're talking rent relief today. There's expected to be some announcement for small businesses.
Yeah, this is what the Canadian Federation of Independent Business has been pushing for, and the restaurants industry. You know, we talked about how over the next 2, maybe 3 months, a lot of businesses, 50% say they will shut the doors permanently if they don't get some sort of rent relief. So this morning, the feds are expected to announce a program where there would be a loan of up to 75% of the rent owing. Some of that would be forgivable from the federal government. The tenant would have to pick up some of the cost as well, though. The Canadian Federation of Independent Business was hoping for just a straight-up government program where there wouldn't be a quote-unquote loan requirement, because, again, whether or not you got the money now or when in the future, that, you know, you need it right this moment. And this is what so many Canadian businesses, Mary, have been faced with, the need for cash today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, or maybe yesterday in some cases, right? So it might be backdated a little bit. Then it still has to get through the parliamentary process. Rent's coming due May the 1st. And a lot of this is also provincial jurisdiction when we're talking about moratorium on evictions or something of that nature. So there was apparently some late Thursday negotiations between the federal government and the provinces about all of these rent relief programs, which we should get some details actually in the next hour or so.
So for people who are able to work from home, apparently it's causing some problems for a work-life balance.
It's blurring the lines, because you go to the office, and I've experienced this myself. You go to the office, you get there at a certain time of day, and you leave at a certain time of day. When do you leave the home office?
You don't.
In some people just have I'm fortunate to have an actual quote-unquote office space. A lot of people just have their computers set up in their kitchen, right? So you've got kids running through, and the computer is always there. It's always on, so you never feel disconnected. And some companies have actually, kind of taken advantage of this. They're sending emails at all hours of the day, expecting employees to do work. And then the employee feels guilty about, I have to kind of indicate that I am working. As opposed to, doing nothing.
I can see both sides to it. I can see people working 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I can see other people, maybe working 1 to 3 hours a day.
And maybe there's also a productivity issue, because I'm guilty of this. I like to, chat with my coworkers. So I'll go stretch my legs, have a conversation, talk about the weather, whatever, and usually get into a rant about something. Anyway, and it's like, oh, I got to get my work done. So here I'm like, it's quiet. I got the dogs, the cat occasionally moseys in and says hi, but that's about it, right? So it's interesting. It's a new thing that everybody's experiencing because of the shift due to the pandemic shutdown, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what the trends are after all of this.
Absolutely. All right, Mike, we are out of time. Thank you so much, as always. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
You too.
Okay, thank you so much. It is 7:29 on Breakfast Television. We're going to take a break. We'll have more of your top stories coming up.